We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Let's jump right into it, man. Vybz Kartel is free. His conviction has been overturned in Jamaica. The iconic dancehall artist has been spending over a decade in prison. RJ.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna try it, but I'm gonna try it. Apologize to Jamaica and all Jamaicans that for butchering even the Yaman.
You said 2 words. Yeah.
Nah, guys. Before we proceed, of course, we want to thank you for tuning in. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials. Hit that subscribe and button and notification bell so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. Yeah, man. KR, tell me something about this story.
This story, well, it starts about a decade ago where the Gaza boss, as they call him, or also Vybz Kartel, you got to ask yourself, what is Gaza? What do you mean Gaza? We're talking about a Jamaican artist. Yes. The area of Portmore, Jamaica, that's a location, where it used to be called Borderline. They started calling it Gaza, symbolizing the violence that happens there. So that is where he resides. He's known as the Gaza boss. But anyway, so he was arrested in 2014. Well, not arrested, convicted in 2014 for the deletion of Clive Lizard Williams, a direct op of his. And, well, he's been maintaining his innocence ever since the conviction. And, well, RJ, as you know, you're a lawyer, right? And they always say, if there is no body, there is no case. Allegedly, Lizard was cut up and they never found the body. So that's just. The case was put together on a flimsy situation. Well, he was sentenced to life in prison with minimum 35 years in Jamaica. And it was one of the highest profile cases up until that moment. Well, let's take a look real quick at the time earlier last week when he was released. He decided to record a video right away of him and his Mrs. Gaza boss.
Yeah. One done. I'm a baby. Kiss me,
baby. Mrs. Gaza boss.
Is that what love looks like?
Well, I don't know what love looks like. Maybe
opportunism.
Well, Wifey Kartel, Vybz Kartel is from the UK and is from Turkish descent. We talked last Thursday. Was Thursday? No, not Thursday. Today is Thursday. Last Wednesday about the Turkish
hitman.
So maybe the Gaza boss is up to something. Maybe he hired a new hit girl. But yeah, see, life, well, you can call it opportunism, you can call it love. One thing for sure, the Gaza boss has somewhere else to go after he was released. A wife, a home. Vybz Kartel. Well, earlier, so what happened? I'll give you some background on this. Earlier this year in March, the UK Privy Council, the highest court of appeal for Jamaica, because as some people might not know or might know, Jamaica is still part of the UK indirectly. So when you appeal, you have to go to UK's Privy Council. They overturned Kartel's conviction, citing serious judicial errors, including bribery accusation against a juror that was not properly addressed during the trial. The Jamaican authorities were given time to decide if they would retry the case, and the Jamaican Court of Appeal decided against the retrial and considered the passage of time, lack of access to witness and evidence, and Kartel's declining health due to Graves' disease and a heart condition. As you can see, he is a bit bloated up in the video. Let me go back. I don't know if you saw that, but you gotta
Yeah, I
ask
saw it, yeah.
yourself, why is Vybz that fat? Well, it has to do with his disease. But yeah, here we are. He's free. RJ,
What can I say, Kiar? Uh, he was convicted due to questionable, convicted based on questionable grounds already. So the freedom isn't a surprise. My question is, why was he convicted in the first place? If what you're saying is true, they didn't find a body. How can you prove that he did it? Well, technically speaking, you can. If you have the picture where you or a video which shows you that he did it, then the body is not necessary because, well, you can assume that it's a by the video, etc., that there's a pretty good chance that he did it. But doesn't seem like they had it either.
they didn't have a
Um,
strong case, but still they convicted him
yeah.
based on probable cause, I think, and witnesses. And the fact they are saying lack of access to witnesses and evidence, I'm pretty sure some witnesses are doing the dirt nap right now.
In multiple places simultaneously.
Probably. Probably. Well, but yeah. So you
Yeah,
cannot go back and retrial.
yeah. But hey, in a when you're living the fast life, these are just, I mean, things that happen, right? When it doesn't seem like he's really, I mean, he's out partying, drinking with his British Turkish woman, having a good time. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, these stories, uh, I don't know.
Do you think he will make a turn because he's known
Nah,
for making a particular
to be
style
honest,
of dance
KR,
hall?
to be honest, KR,
Will he start making gospel or something more positive?
no, I don't think so. I think that the thing is, these people live a different life than we do. They live a fast life. It's not like he stuck, he stayed 20 years in jail. If he did it, if he didn't do it, there's no reason for him to change his ways. And if he did do it, it's not like he said the whole sentence. He got out because he didn't have evidence. So why would he change? I don't know. I don't think he's a changed man. I think he's just gonna get back to music. Uh, I don't know if he's gonna get back to the gang life, but to be honest, I don't care about these stories. I like the music. I like the music. The point I don't even understand the music what they're saying a majority of the time. So it's just yeah.
You just like the sound.
The only thing that I would say is it's a bit scary to get convicted. I don't know the ins and outs of the case, but it wouldn't surprise me as well that his conviction didn't happen because of, let's say, he didn't. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't had a fair trial either. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
So
Perception of being a rapper and someone that is called the Gaza boss, that might not work in your favor when you're on trial, I would
no,
say.
no.
Well, there were other people that were welcoming him home. As you can see here, Champagne Papi is already fishing for a feature. Boss, free up now. Ajija, which is his first name, his actual first name. Now you gotta ask yourself, why is KR keep saying Gaza boss the whole time? It's only because of this post. Because everyone knows him as the Gaza boss. And look what Drake writes. Boss, free up. So maybe Drake is trying to avoid a particular word.
What I want to know is that an album cover? What you just showed?
No, I think I'm not sure. I don't know.
Does the man kneeling represent
It's a
Drake?
woman, I think. Wow, yo. Yo, where are
Is it a
you
woman?
going? Where
Can
are
you share
you
it
going,
again?
my
Is it a
man?
woman?
Where the heck are you going with that?
Is it a woman? Looks like a
Well,
man to me.
it could be a man, but it seems like those are. Let me go here. I'm gonna zoom in right here. Those seems like side boobs, but it could be man boobs as well. But
Could be surgically placed as well. Drake's been known to do that. So
oh man, yo, yo.
I'm just
Somehow this Vybz Cartel topic
take us off it. Take us off it. Take us off.
turned into Drake trying to hold
Is it
Vybz
a man
Cartel's
or a
chin up.
woman? Combination.
Combination, yo. Oh man, but yeah, it's crazy if you think about the whole story because I remember back then when he got caught up in this situation, it was quite clear that people were saying the guy basically deleted Lizard, and now it seems like everyone is on his side, which is, hey, times change, and I don't know why people do these weird stuff, but it seems like the pendulum has swung his way, and people are very happy he's home. He's also been known to bleach his skin, so maybe that's why.
They reduced the sentence.
Oh my God. He was like, if I'm convicted as a black man, I might get off as a Michael Jackson boy. Anyway, RJ, I don't think you have anything else to say about this.
No, I don't have anything to say. I'm just I'm not happy or unhappy. To me, it's like it's not really it is what it is. Let's put
Okay.
it like that. Music is music. I know how to separate it so I can vibe to his music without really caring whether he's recording it
It's a lot of
in
twerking gonna go on.
in a studio or in a jail cell.
People are
I-
gonna be twerking and free their chakras to this Vybz Cartel.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let us know what
I know what
your
Charleston
opinion
White will
is.
say.
Maybe we need to cover his reaction to this next week.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Hey, guys, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts about Vybz Cartel's release? Do you believe justice has served with overturning of this conviction, or is this a bad thing? Are they releasing the OJ of Jamaica like this? Let us know in the comments. OJ man. OJ. You- You have anything else to add?
Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we cover. Oh man, go on. That was so corny, man.
Yo.
Where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the conversation going. And in the comments, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I am. That's why I'm laughing. Oh man. Oh,
You should be
hey, let's
ashamed.
go. Let's go to
Oh
the
man.
Reddit topic, man.
Yeah.
As part of this show, we always cover a Reddit story, which was which RJ finds and presents to us, so we can give a couple of ideas to these OPs that are posting their troubles on Reddit. RJ, you have the floor.
Thanks, KR. So today's segment of the Reddit. And before we proceed, guys, remember to comment, let us know your thoughts and opinion. Hit that like button, and don't forget to share the video. Let's start. And it goes as follows. The caption, the title is for am I wrong for not one am I wrong for not wanting my fiance's best friend at our wedding? It's either him or me. So this lady is 35 years of age and she's engaged with a guy named Cole, right? They're approximately the same age.
Cool boy.
And Cole has a childhood best friend named Jay.
J.
Jay has been nothing but disrespectful and horrible ever since I met him. Ever since I met my fiance. When we first met, I had one child, and Jay would constantly make remarks about it to Cole and be extremely disrespectful. Sounds like you. I found out Jay was telling him he shouldn't date itch base with kids, and that I'm probably a hoe, etc. And because I'm probably a hoe, Cole should just try to pimp me out. Wow. And make
Wait,
some
what?
money.
Yo,
Yeah.
what the heck?
This is and then hyphen, this is the real insane quote. I'll always remember it and think of it whenever I hear his name.
Holy shoot.
Keep in mind, I had never met or spoke to Jay before. This all stemmed from him not wanting Cole to talk to someone with a kid. I was furious when I found out what he was saying. Like, what the F is wrong with your friend? Cole would always dismiss it and make excuses for him. Like, oh, that's just Jay. Jay's crazy. He doesn't matter, etc., etc. I would try to laugh it off. Eventually, we broke up and got back together a few years later, and Jay popped up again with the same BS as before. He got my phone number, which had to have been from Cole's phone, and would text me, calling me every names and just being overall degrading and disrespectful.
What's with this
It's so
guy, bro?
weird.
I have a feeling that he's an FNF viewer, but okay.
I let Cole know and told him he needed to handle the situation because there's no reason why he should have my number or feel comfortable enough to say what he's saying. The last straw was when I got an angry call from Cole out of nowhere, and he's furious and yelling as I'm trying to figure out why he's so angry. He tells me I've been cheating and telling me crazy details that never happened. This came out of left field, and I had no idea what he was talking about. He proceeds to tell me I'm lying because I'm not admitting it. After a while of arguing, he finally says that Jay let him know. That Jay let him know I've been cheating and sleeping around with who knows who. That he told him there's a video of me in the act and Jay saw it. I immediately see red because he's crossed so many lines and boundaries at this point. And now we're arguing about completely made up situations. So I call his bluff and demand to see the video and pics, etc. Cole, still furious, admits he hasn't seen the video or pics and that Jay hasn't shown him the proof yet. Anyway, he believed his friend because he thinks his friend wouldn't lie to him. This, of course, caused a very emotional argument, resulting in us breaking up the second time. Jay lived with his sister, who was home hearing Jay's whole conversation. He calls Cole to let him know that Jay made up the whole thing to piss him off and make us break up because he doesn't like me and was at home thinking of ways to make Cole mad at me. She felt the need to get involved and let Cole know because she was hearing how upset he was and thought he should know the truth. He comes back and admits to me that Jay was lying and he's sorry for not believing me, for not me, but for me, the damage was already done. Trust had been broken. Too much for me, and too many lines had been crossed. Fast forward 4 years, we crossed paths again. So they didn't make up at that point. 4 years later, they crossed paths again. We're now in our 30s and different people than before. We give it another try. After a year, he proposed and we were engaged. During wedding talks, he brings up Jay, and I let him know I don't want him at the wedding. I've told him this countless times now, and he would laugh it off. I'm not sure if he thought I would just let it go and forget or what. He always keeps saying that Jay has supposedly apologized, and that says he barely remembers what happened back then. Our wedding is now 2 months away. Cole tells me last week via text that he's going to invite Jay. I reply, no, Jay is not invited. He says that he's not going to leave one of his best friends out of his wedding. I remind him it's also my wedding. It's our wedding, and I'm not going to have someone I don't like and that disrespected me the way he did at my wedding. Now his defense is that it was a long time ago. KR, that's what
Time,
we call that's what we call a statute of limitations argument.
time heals all wounds.
That
He's
is
that type
what
of guy.
that is that it was in the past, and I need to let it go because Jay told him he was sorry and barely remembers. Jay also has amnesia, apparently. Well, I remember
No, no,
and
no.
I
He
don't.
doesn't have the amnesia, man. He has the Biden.
He has the Biden, the
So
father, the
Biden
son.
keeps his eyes open. He sleeps with his eyes wide open.
Well, I remember. I remember, and I don't accept his third apology. He told me I'm picking a fight, and he's not going to argue about it. That he's inviting him. He told me that I don't have to talk to Jay at a wedding, and Jay won't talk to me. I'm truly baffled about why he thinks that's a solution and okay. I told him I'm not going to have a wedding where I can't talk to everyone. Why would I be okay with having someone at my wedding that I have to avoid? He keeps saying that he told Jay that he won't speak. He told Jay that we won't speak to each other at the wedding, and I need to let it go. I
I
got fed
thought
up and a
I
little
got
petty, and I told him to figure out his priorities for the wedding. And I need to let it. Is the priority his future wife or his childhood best friend? That if his main focus is his friend being there, then I can change the name of the invites to Jay and Co. Jay Co.
with J. Cole. Oh man.
Losing my balance. And I can update the guests, and I hope the two of them have a great wedding together. If Jay's there, I won't be. The more I think about it and how much he's dismissing my feelings and fighting for his friend to be there, the more angry I'm getting about it. So, am I wrong because this was years ago and I don't accept his apology or want him around me, KR?
I think Jay is off his rocker. First of all, I think you can defend a friend, but you have to know the limits as well. You know, right? You can be out here texting your friend's girl talking crazy stuff. I do think that time does not heal all wounds. I don't believe in that. Definitely, if someone hasn't, according to her, I'm not sure. According to her, he didn't apologize. His solution to this is even crazier, which is don't talk to each other. It's like inviting a ops to the wedding and expecting for nothing else bad to happen. It's like it's something waiting to happen. I don't know. It seems like they broke up 3 times or made up 3 times. The last time was there is difference of 4 years. They are now in their 30s, so I think this shenanigans started in their early 20s, probably, through the time span. So either your boy Cole was on a drugs binge in his 20s, which made him which made him imbalanced, or the boy and also gave him the Biden, or the boy is acting like he didn't know, and he wants one final chess move. Now, but all jokes aside, I think this is a very bad idea. I don't think she's wrong for what she's saying. I mean, if someone that has respect you throughout the whole, I mean, 3 times they've made up. 3 times he's been talking crazy about her. I think the guy should. I think they're both toxic. First of all, um, making up 3 times is a bit too much. But hey, it's yeah.
Yeah.
It,
So
it's
my first thought is this in a small town? Because aren't there any other suitors for both of these
yeah,
people?
yeah. 3 times is
Uh,
a bit too
that's the
much, though.
first thing. Secondly, I agree with you that I don't think she's wrong for that, but I think Jay must, the guy, I mean, the best friend must be in love with Cole. Jay must be in love with Cole because, I mean, KR, you might say to your best, to your friend, you can always give an advice, but if your friend decides that he's happy with a person,
Yeah,
you need to support your friend, point blank, period.
it's
And to
crazy.
be
Dude.
not only to call, because for Jay to message ugly things, that's one thing, but
Is it Jay or Cole? Who's Jay is the friend or is Cole the friend?
Jay is the friend. Jay is the friend.
Oh, okay. Jay is okay. I said Cole.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jay is the friend. So
Jay
Jay,
is office rocker, man. Well,
Joe,
I think you're
Jay,
right on that.
yeah. So
Messaging people, come on, dude.
but at the same time, as the fiance of Cole, in all 3 instances, he didn't really respect you. If someone talks back, I mean, if someone is my wife or girlfriend, you can't talk trash about her. You can talk trash to her. You can talk trash about her when I'm not around. You can talk trash to her, and I'm just standing there doing nothing. Because if you talk trash to her, you're talking trash to me. It's a disrespect. So what
Not
Cole
gonna
should have
say.
done was say, "Hey Jay, you know what? I know you don't like her, but this is none of your business. I chose." Cole, Cole was the one that had to set the boundary.
Mhm.
Cole wasn't doing it. Cole's still not doing it. I think,
But it
however,
fits within the palette of Cole.
that's
I
why I
don't
think
wanna go.
the
I
woman
don't wanna go too much that route, but it sounds like something a Cole would do because Cole is also the type of person that would. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
yeah. So I think but I think the OP needs to take responsibility herself here because you let it happen 3 times. Fool me
Yeah.
once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on three, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, then I really deserve to get fooled. So this is all on
It's
her,
crazy. It's crazy.
and yeah, I think she shouldn't try this a fourth time because um, you have
Oh,
a track record. You know what's gonna happen, and when someone shows you who they are, believe them. I'm gonna keep it as simple, very straightforward today.
there are not a lot of suitors probably, and also, yeah, maybe they're both toxic. I mean, it's good to know the background. Are they trauma bonding or whatever? I mean, if the fact that the guy is talking crazy about you, I think you're on a different level mentally if you're starting to message the girlfriend of your friend crazy stuff. You're not there anymore.
Yeah. But the fact that you believe that you can do it says something about the dude.
By the way, not only that, he also made up a whole story about him seeing dudes going in raw.
I don't think it was dudes, man.
Okay, dude, then maybe
You
I'm putting a
turn it
bit.
you
Maybe
turned
I'm
it
putting a
into
bit too.
something completely different, man.
Maybe I am Cole, or I am not Cole. I'm Jay, putting a bit too much sauce on it. The guy was put. How do you put so much sauce on this, dude? You're
Yeah,
making up a whole
but
story.
that's on Cole for Cole to
Yeah,
know that you know that your
come on, man.
friend doesn't like her, doesn't like your lady, and you believe him.
Cole has no backbone. But I knew that from the start of the.
That's because Jay is probably Jay probably broke it.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh shit.
It's a weird dynamic, but I think the
It's a
OP just
very
needs
weird
to
dynamic.
move on. I don't think Cole is worth it.
Who is?
You won't get the Cole package without
Well, but
the
who you? That's why I said you won't get a call without with a
Jay.
backbone.
Yeah. Jay is the
But
backbone.
I don't know. I don't know if Jay is the backbone. But what I'll say is a type of the characteristic of Cole is definitely without backbone.
Yeah, yeah. So let me see what the first comment, the most like comment. You're not wrong, but
And I
seriously,
don't
you
think you're wrong, by the way. Maybe the guy is in love with Jay
yeah.
is in love with Cole. This is yeah, maybe he is.
Regardless, yeah. But okay, so the top comment says not you're not wrong, but seriously, you're making such a huge mistake. Forget Jay. Your own fiance has done egregious and outright unacceptable things over and over and over, and you still want to marry him. Uh, Another person is saying he believed you're not wrong. He believed his friend so easily and blamed you, even if it was a long time ago. You really need to think about whether you need this kind of relationship. KR, if we had a fight and you don't remember a fight, that's a red flag right there. Come on, man. My wife was about 6 weeks pregnant when this is another comment. My wife was about 6 weeks pregnant when we first met in late October 2006. She says she didn't know until she contacted 2 weeks. She didn't know until she contacted 2 weeks later to tell me and give me an out. The biological father wanted nothing to do with them. 4 years later, we married. Her daughter became our daughter, and when she turned 6. Our daughter just turned 17 last week. And one of my best friends said some ish like this about my wife. They wouldn't be my friend anymore. Hey, at the end of the day,
You have to make a choice.
you have to make a choice. And if you have if someone, ideally, the whole reasoning of having someone, a woman with a child, is because you will never be number one. You won't experience being number one until
No.
the kid is grown. And you'll need to take care of another man's child. But if it gives you happiness and if that's what you want, who are you to say, hey, don't do it, and so on and so forth? So,
Hey man, I think the more you talk, the more I realize. I think this girl is taking Jay's boyfriend.
I really believe
This
it.
is crazy, bro. If you really break it down, you gotta be very crazy to send messages to someone, call them all types of trio foes and shit. Dude, you have too much energy. You're putting too much energy in this situation. It's not even your girl. It's your friend's girl. Man, yeah, the other dudes need to find a asylum, man.
Yeah.
Crazy people walking out here, bro.
Yeah. Guys, let us know your thoughts and opinions on this matter. Do you agree with our take? Do you believe that the woman is wrong, that she should accept J. Cole in her relationship? Maybe they should buy a bigger bed. Let us know in the comment section down below. KR.
Maybe she should ask him. Is that your your down low boyfriend. Oh man. Hey, let's continue with the second topic of today, man.
Before we-
Druski. Continue.
Before we continue with this topic, I just wanted to make one last comment. Jay is acting like the jealous side chick that comes to your work and then creates a drama, but she's the side chick.
Yeah.
He's acting like that right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah. Hey, people. Hey. Everyone is. There's a lot of colorful people these days. Let's put it that way. So maybe. Crazy stories. Crazy story. Hey, congrats to you. You made it. Another crazy story. I don't know how you find these crazy stories, but hey,
They find me.
they find you. Hey, let's continue with the next story of today. Druski opens up about his romance with Ruby Rose. Yes, Druski, also known as the great artist, comedian who has been making, well, he's been making quite a noise. He's been getting his name out there, resulting in him being one of the most popular social media characters. RJ.
Yes, he's a very known person on socials, always making jokes. And of course, before we dive deeper into the story, remember, guys, to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our other socials. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. But yeah, Druski is well known, and it was all over the news when it became public that Druski and Ruby Rose were an item. But that didn't last too long here.
No, that didn't last too long. And it probably has to do with the amount of money he thought he was spending. In a pretty recent interview by Druski at a local or one of these smaller radio stations, he had a couple of things to say about his relationship with Ruby. I'm gonna play the video real quick. I'm gonna only play the audio because I'm not sure whether the video is copyright restricted, but let's hear what he had to say about his situation.
Mhm. Are you single?
Fair use.
Yeah, I'm single.
What
man.
happened to you and
happened?
Ruby
You
Rose?
know,
Y'all went together for literally 2 weeks.
Listen,
So
God blesses you sometimes with situations. It's a learning situation, you know, and that's what it's all about. It wasn't nothing bad that happened. We
Yeah.
just, you know,
what was
she's a beautiful girl. She's
She
doing
is.
great in life, man. She's making money. I'm doing the same. So, you know,
what was the learning factor in their relationship? What did you learn from it?
I learned that when you got a bad bitch, you can't really. My bad. Oh,
Yeah,
I can't.
It's okay. Go ahead. When you got one of those,
We got one off. I can't keep doing them. You see how you get me when I start talking about my ex, man. So, come on, don't
I
do
know
that.
you're in your feelings.
My bad, y'all. I
So
know
when
this
you have
one.
a beautiful woman
Yeah, we have a beautiful woman
of that caliber, what happened?
You know, it comes with a lot, and I wasn't really. I don't know if I was prepared yet,
Mhm.
but I learned a lot from it. So I think coming out of that, you know, you better have them pockets ready.
Okay. So what is it?
I ain't saying that's what happened.
No,
'cause
I'm saying. So I want to understand. So was it
Yeah.
more financial when you deal with a
Nah,
woman of
it
that
ain't.
caliber?
Yeah, but I think it's all. You just got to be ready because you don't know when you're gonna have to be pulling that wallet out.
Oh, like if y'all go to a store, like you need to buy me this
Yeah,
15,000 Birkin.
Yeah, you could be at a dinner and she won all the expensive stuff on that menu.
But didn't you know that before you got into a relationship?
Sometimes, listen.
He just said it was a learning experience.
know, but
See, he get it. Tigger done been around the block. Tigger, tell him what it is, man. He knows,
listen
man.
to me.
You
So
can't
I
just
don't.
be-
So learning what you know now.
Yeah.
Would you go after a woman of that stature? Because you might have, your pockets might be a little
Yeah,
deep now.
yeah,
You got a
yeah.
Rolex on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This come on, girl. This basic. This ain't.
Oh, this is all.
I ain't went too crazy yet.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, no, I think I might even spin the block on this. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I might go back and spin the block.
Okay.
Y'all don't even know what spin the block means.
I do.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's why I told you, Tigger, no.
What
Oh,
is
it's not
it?
Michael
Drewski
Beck
is
spin the
like
block,
a,
man.
Yeah, man. So hey, it's clear that uh, dealing with Ruby Rose was not a financial was might have been a financial burden on his side, because I mean she expects a lot from him, and he realized that he needed to be financially prepared when dating someone with expensive taste. RJ.
You learn the easy way or you learn the hard way. I think so. If you look at Ruby Rose, if you look at all these popular Instagram models or video vixens, these people get flown around. We talked about how we commented last time how it's weird that all the celebrities and athletes seem to be dating or sleeping with the same people. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's always great, but you're also a wallet, you know, and I think it's all fun and games until you see your balance start taking a hit. And
You start paying for
Drewski
start
Drewski probably thought if I keep dating Ruby Rose for 6 more months, I might actually get fit. And so,
yeah, not financially.
but I think yeah, but hey, I like the way he's talking. It's just it's an experience. You have fun. If you can't do it, you just say it and you move on. At the end of the day, he probably had like a great couple of weeks. No harm, no foul. He's gonna continue doing his thing. She's gonna continue doing other guys' things, and so yeah, that's the way the story will write itself. Am I
Yeah.
surprised? I'm not. Are you?
Am I surprised that Ruby is an expensive has expensive taste? No,
Yeah.
no, not really. Because I mean, like you said, these particular girls hang out with the same dudes, and these dudes are either basketball players or guys who are rappers, and these guys tend to spend quite a lot. These you gotta understand, right? These let's call it celebrity girls. They want to portray a certain lifestyle, and the lifestyle you see on Instagram, it costs money. It's not cheap. It's not cheap to fly private jets to Bahamas every now and then. Every time you go on vacation, you want to fly PJ, as they call it, private jet. Doing all PJs, that's 30K one way. And by the way, these girls usually don't want to fly on a on let's say if you fly PJ, you're not gonna fly on the smallest plane either, because that's not up to standards. You have to pay for the biggest plane available that is still affordable, and that costs a lot of money. So um, we are probably he back in the days he used to date. I think this girl, what's her name again? Forgot her name. Let me see. I have her here. Let me see real quick. So he used to date another more regular girl really uh who wasn't really that big on the internet. At least not as big as she is not as big as Ruby Rose. But even she is flexing her Rolex, as you can see here. And I mean, you're dealing with a certain type of lifestyle. You see here pictures of the the resort, pictures of Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, pictures of or videos even. Is it picture? It's a picture of her on a horse, at the beach. So all these things cost money. In order to keep making these pictures, you have to spend money as a man. It's not coming from her pocket. So, hey, not really surprised. One thing that also didn't surprise me is right after he did his interview, he also shared a Instagram post, or at least Instagram story, where he says, "In the last interview I did, I spoke about my recent relationship, and to be real, I was trolling." Oh, wait a sec, I'm not sharing my screen. My bad. So he said the following: "In the last interview I did, I spoke about my recent relationship, and to be real, I was trolling. She spent more money in the relationship than I did." I'm pretty sure she called him out. Send him a
Yeah.
message. What are you doing? Why are you blowing up my spot like this? What the fuck? What the heck are you talking about?
Yeah.
RJ.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, if you don't have it, I'll pay, but I won't pay for long. So we can just have fun. I'll pay 2 times, 3 times, and then it's like, okay, we're cool.
Yeah.
To him, he was still paying a lot, way more than he was used to probably. To her, it's like maybe it's not a big deal for me to pay, but I'm not. This is not gonna last,
Yeah.
and it is what it is.
That's what it is. Sometimes you learn a thing or two, and you start appreciating maybe the girls you used to date.
All is fair in lust and war.
By the way, anyway, uh, let's. Do you have anything else to add on this
Thank God
topic?
for the StreamYard waiting room. That's all I'll say.
I was a bit distracted. Let me put it that way. Hey
You
guys,
sounded like me. KaiR, you sounded like me when I'm trying to multitask.
well, it's harder to multitask when there are two melons looking at you. We want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on Druski's relationship advice, or reflecting back on his relationship with Ruby Rose? Do you think this is something that every man can learn from? Don't date expensive women or women with expensive taste. Can always say it's almost the same, but it's not the same, depending on your tax bracket. Guys, do you think she should give him another shot, or yeah, does he have to prepare himself for the next relationship? Because don't forget, what you do for your previous girl will also reflect on your next girl. She will look at her Instagram and say, "Hey, why you paid for her PJ or private jet, and we're flying first class? Am I less?" People make relationships much more complicated than they have to be. But hey, this is how the world usually works. RJ, anything
That's how
else?
the world works. I am a proponent of love. I believe you should fight for love. So keep fighting, Druski. And we'll keep commenting. And guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more updates and different stories where we discuss trending topics. Oh yeah, it seems like
Anyway,
now I start love you. Don't forget to
Anyway.
like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's close this show with the usual short thoughts.
Yes, let's close it. And as usual, we do this with the short thought topics. This is where we give short responses on commonplace situations and trending news. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our other socials, and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Okay, let's start right away with the first topic. Dad caught stepdad lacking. It seems like the topic of today. Stepdad and also dealing with all these situations. Let's see, maybe Cole will confront, or not. Cole will be confronted by the stepdad or the dad. Anyway, let's take a look at this situation where a father confronted the stepdad who took his son to a barbershop. Fair use.
Your boy. Should I say our boy? Ain't our shit. That's my motherfucking son.
World Star. Come on, bro.
That's my motherfucking son. You don't got no business. Hey, Barbershop, I told you that. I told you that shit.
Wait, baby.
I told you that shit. I told you that shit. I told you that shit. It's your first time. Hey, when he gonna head call his mama real quick, and you gonna hit you to the bottom of it. All right, you go ahead and you do that. And she better say the right shit, because if she don't, I'm about to get you swinging in this. On God. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I'm trying to poke you.
Yo.
Oh, wait, first of all, the guy who's recording is instigating from the start. He's trying to poke you, man.
World star.
World star. He thought he had something. He's gonna poke you. You gotta let him punk you like that? Instigator. I think there's a MLP song called Instigator. This is his anthem.
Hey, that's not answering the phone, huh? Hey, that's probably well, I thought ass.
Hey, bro. Man.
Like I told you.
Get him out your car.
He's calling his ex-girl a thought in front of their son.
Is that the baby mama?
Yeah, he's the guy said, I'm gonna call the mother to talk about this situation, because probably the mother told him to bring the kid to the barbershop. And here comes the dad, and he's trying to confront the stepdad that he's taking the son to the barbershop.
But what's the problem? The problem is, does he think so? He believes that he should do it. That's his task. Is that why they have a problem?
It seems like it. Yes, seems like he has a problem that the son. So the son is going to the barbershop with the stepdad, where he believes the son and him and his son, so the dad and his son had a special bonding through the barbershop. I think that's what he believes. Well, I think the ex-girl, the baby mama, thinks probably differently. Let's continue. Fair use.
Yeah, that's not your motherfucking son. That's my motherfucking son. This one want to be Russell Wilson so motherfucking bad. This one want to be Russell Wilson so bad. But you don't even got the Sierra.
Hey, bro, you going to them? Hey, bro. I need all this little place.
Hey, she said ass in the phone.
Hey, bro, all right. I'm really showing you. You're going to them.
Yeah, all right. Oh, out here. Hey,
like I said, watch your first time.
ain't your motherfucking son.
Hold on. Hey, Keisha. Keisha. Hey, Keisha. Hey, can you over here trying to take Sean with him?
Let me get a little closer.
What?
You ain't taking her nowhere until you pay your child support. What?
Did you hear what the guy said? The one who's recording?
No.
Let me go back a little bit. Listen to what he has to say.
Let me get a little closer.
What?
You ain't taking her nowhere until you pay your.
Let me get a little closer, trying to hear what the heck is going on here. He wants the tea. He's
Looks like a CNN reporter in a war zone, man.
Let me get a little bit closer. I want to hear the tea. People, they just want the BS. They just want.
I'm gonna put this on because I'm not hearing the
whispers. Yeah, the comments. Yeah.
What? Child support, that little bitty ass shit. I can pay that shit right now on God.
Hey, can you over here trying to take Sean with him?
Let me get a little closer.
What?
You ain't taking her nowhere until you pay your child support.
What? Child support, that little bitty ass shit. I can pay that shit right now on God.
So he's admitting he's not paying child support now. That little bitty stuff, I can pay it right now. And someone yells in the back, "I'll do it then." Oh man, some people are just comical. They try to be serious, but they are just clowns. Let's continue.
Hey, take that aside, man.
They take those.
Hey, Keisha, you gonna really let this disrespect me in front of my mother son? So fat ass?
Oh man.
Hey, call that. Hey, I'm getting my mother son. We going. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you, but I need my son. I need my son. Hey, let's wrap this shit up. I need my son, man. Give me my motherfucking son. Hey, don't kill my son no more. I'm gonna shit out your ass. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
You don't like shit, man.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. All right.
Man, you gonna let him take him like that?
Shit out your ass.
Come on, Russell. Was you letting him take?
Hey, man, it's his son. It's his son. I'm gonna go ahead. I ain't trying to fight.
Oh, man, this man.
Yeah, he took it.
Yo, the guy who's recording. Yo, the guy who's recording is trying to record a fight. Because did you hear what he say?
Are you gonna
Hey,
let
Russell,
him take him like that?
They're gonna take him like that? Hey, man. What did they say? Going out sad, something like that?
Oh, man, this man.
Yeah, he took it.
Yeah, this is going out sad. I think if you watch the whole thing, this is probably the reason why she broke up with the dad in the first place.
That is very emotional.
Very emotional, and can't control his emotions. I think probably the stepdad tried to diffuse the situation the whole time.
Yeah.
The guy walks into his zone, his personal zone, trying to square up. I think the only person in this situation who's actually an adult, trying to act like an adult, is the stepdad.
It's not the mom. It's not the dad. It's not the cameraman either.
And the kid is just sitting there. But probably it's not the first time the kid saw this happening. So there's probably toxicity.
And stepdad, right? As a stepdad, you're watching that man, in a different situation, that guy's life could have ended right then and there.
Yeah.
Just because he's there as a stepdad trying to do something that, it's not he had to do or the mom had to do. It's just not his responsibility. Well, his responsibility, yes or no. He has a relationship with the mom. The mom has a kid. But now you're playing father, and the cuckoo father is coming to look for problems. It's trying to seek problems with you. I mean, stepfather.
This is why some people try to avoid dating single
Jay was
moms.
right.
I'm not saying that. Jay wasn't right. Jay was a nut job. Jay's a nut job. I think this is why. So the thing is, when you're a stepdad, what you get is that you have to deal with not only the son, the mother, but you always have to deal with the stepdad and of course the dad. I mean the biological dad.
If the father is involved.
If the father is involved, and not only that, even if he isn't, there will be a time that sometimes that the dad might pop up out of nowhere, pop out and show ninjas, and now you have to deal with a guy that's unstable. A lot of times, and there are also situations where the dad and the stepdad get along really well.
Yeah.
So it's you cannot paint every situation the same.
Yeah.
It's all different. But I think people in general try to avoid these situations because you don't know what kind of. It's like playing Russian roulette. You don't know what is in the barrel.
I remember watching a video and I found it very admirable where the father thanked the stepfather for the role he played in the kid's life. So the father was also involved in the kid's life, but he also said, the kid stayed for stayed with the mom, and he was there. But he was very grateful for what he did, not only as a role model, but also made sure to avoid problems in the family. Never had a fight. Who's the father? Who's the stepfather?
Yeah.
And
Adults dealing like adults. That's the problem. A lot of people are mentally not further developed than a kid. They think they're emotionally. Let's call it that way. Emotionally, they haven't developed into adults, and they still try to tit for tat situations. It's deplorable, actually. But
It
hey,
is.
at the end of the day, this kid is probably traumatized by all this. You can see him by the first of all, he's picking up the kid. The kid hasn't even finished his cut. So he's looking crazy out here.
Yeah.
You got a
And the
kid.
kid, and that's how the story repeats itself, right?
Yeah.
The kid, I hope the kid, does work on himself, works on himself to break the curse, because if he doesn't watch out, he might repeat the same pattern in future relationships, because
Not
he would
only
think that that's normal.
not only that, but by doing this, and sometimes you have people like this, right? They try to instigate the situation to break the stepdad from the mom. Because the stepdad might think, you know what, man, I don't want to deal with this anymore. This is just because it seems like this probably not even the first time they encounter each other in this way.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know what, man, I like you, Keisha, because that's her name, but I can do this. I can do this. I love myself too much. I might have to pop this dude. Now I'm getting locked up for this piece of piece of
We covered the story once, I remember, about a stepfather and a father fighting, and the woman was the woman was standing in the door, the stepfather in front of him, and the father facing them, and she was yelling things out. They started fighting or something. The stepfather got. The man went to jail, and now she's there crying, probably not realizing that it's her fault.
yeah. Hey, it's a tough game, man. It's a tough game. Well, I'll give the kudos to the stepdad for not escalating, and other than that, well, good luck to both of them. All three in this situation: mom, dad, and stepdad.
And son, all four.
Else and son, he'll have to do a lot to get rid of these demons.
And for more effed up videos, go subscribe to the cameraman's social media page, because he seems to be instigating fights. So
This man is trying to get
you might
get
drop a
us.
new video on a weekly basis.
Hey, man, we go from one story about kids to another one. This is a less violent one, or at least less threatening one. So it's a violent one, but another type of violence. It's a violence towards the nose. You gotta ask yourself, what do you mean by violence towards the nose? Well, sometimes that's assault. That's assault towards your nose when children are not bathing. But let's take a look at this mom who had this to say about her kids. Fair use.
Children probably bathe maybe once a week.
Can you talk to him
Maybe,
about
and
this?
when they don't use. I mean,
Michael's a fourth Japanese. He
one
thinks they have
time-
to bathe every day. Can you?
One time we had somebody on and they were talking about this, and when the clip went viral and they said we were abusing people, I was like,
oh Lord,
they said something about privilege too. I was like, what? I didn't know
No,
how that
I
works.
What were
said
they
that I
doing?
didn't. I did delayed bathing with both my kids.
After they were
yes,
born.
that's because why would you need to? Why are they dirty?
Talk to us about how you only bathe your kids once a week. I want to know more about that.
Well, first off, I just let my kids do what they want to do. I have 4 children. I'm not going to fight with my kids over little stupid things like bathing.
Agreed.
Like,
What's the
Agreed.
age gap again?
almost 10, 7, 5, and 2.
Woo, you're in it.
Yeah.
So you don't make them bathe every day. You'll just do when they want to once a week.
If it's once a week, like now they they swim. We have a pool and they swim in the summer. So I guess we call that bathing.
Bruh. Yo, the old school. Let's swim in the river. That means that we're bathing. Yo, what is this? Midwest? Wild West? What are this? Yo, I'll continue. You want to say something before? Yo, this is crazy.
So it's probably even less than my children probably bathe.
Yeah, so that's it. So the kids bathe once a week, probably even less. And because they are swimming, well,
In
the
the
body,
summer, They're
In the
swimming
s-
now because it's the summer now, so they're swimming. That's what she said.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
Well, I know people. I know for dermatologist of mine that I used to have. I don't know if he's alive anymore. It's been like more than over 10 years, but okay. Let's assume that he is, but he said that he doesn't bathe with soap. Um, that's different because when you have, they did a, so when they went and people went and looked back to history, when people started living longer, one of the key factors was just water, just bathing, washing their hands with water.
Yeah,
They didn't even
washing.
have soap back then. So he says that a lot of the soaps that we buy in the stores have chemicals,
Yep.
but she's saying not even taking a bath, not even water for a whole week. You might want to not start fights with your kids, but society won't. Because trust me,
They will get
when the
knocked
kid
up.
is 10, 7, 10, 7, 5, and 2, I believe, there's no problem. But when you have a 32-year-old man in a public transportation smelling, a fight's about to break out, and you know who's gonna record it. The same dude from the previous clip in the barbershop saying you're gonna let him talk to him smelling like that? You're gonna let him talk to you smelling like that? Come on, mom. Do better.
I hope those kids are circumcised, by the way. God bless. Oh man, the cheese. Yo, this is crazy, bro. I don't know. I don't know. You might be right. Maybe the bathing with soap is one thing, but not bathing at all, and swimming and thinking that's bathing. Yo, this is crazy. These
But
kids are gonna.
but she literally said it's the summer, so they're swimming.
Yeah, but not in the
That
summer.
means
So
that
that
in the
means
summer they're not swimming. They're bathing once a week.
yo, this is crazy, yo. These kids are
You know
smelling
what? They're
like
probably like spraying,
basura.
spraying Lysol and
The crazy thing is these kids go to school and then influence other kids. Like, I'm not bathing. What? You're bathing every day? Nah, man. My mom bathes me once a week. You're the sucker. Maybe you should ask you should tell your mom that you only want to bathe once a week. That would work. And if she threatens you with beating, tell her you have rights as a kid. And then if she tries to beat you, you call the police on her.
it will only work if the mom is also Caucasian because any other race.
Yeah, I don't think that will work. I don't think the once a week baiting will ever work. Even Caucasians these days don't do that. But
Even people who don't bathe in their countries bathe in the West. You know who we're talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking. Hey, on another note, man.
wait a second. I want to say something. I want to say something. There are some countries where people do their dirty work, the number 2 upstream, and people are still bathing downstream. So to tell you what kind of they still use it to clean themselves. This tells you the level of dirtiness this woman's kids are in. People in lesser situations are willing to bathe themselves with manure going past them rather than doing this.
Even salmon swim upstream to get to clean water. I mean,
Anyway, man, this is all for the day.
guys, let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like the video, share the video, check us out on our other socials, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's have a healthy conversation, and we'll see each other in the next one. Until next time,
Peace.
And by the way, when we organize the get together and the meet and greet, guys,
Come.
make sure time that stuff. If you're baiting once a week, time it to bait that day. Don't show up without baiting, because there will be fists being thrown around. And that's all I'll say.
Can you imagine, KaiR, you smell so bad
You get beat up.
that the fire alarm goes off? The water spray.
Yo, we might have to light up. Hey, to keep it like Vybz Kartel, let's light up the fire, boy. Let's clean the room. Yo, this is despicable. Let's end this. Oh man.